Why are read and read spelled the same but pronounced differently? You see, that wasn't always the case. In Middle English, it would have been a bit more like read and read. Same vowel, the only difference is the past tense has a double D. But English really doesn't like it when we have a long vowel followed by two consonants, so it often shortens the vowel where it can. That's why we have sleep, slept, weep, wept, read, read. But you can see with those other examples, we respelled the word to indicate that the vowel had shortened. So why didn't we do that with read, read? After all, we did it with lead, led, which went through the exact same change. Well, English spelling is a mess. There was actually a variant spelling with just the letter E, but as we know today, the spelling with EA has won out. Probably because the letters EA are super ambiguous. The EA letter combo can make tons of different sounds depending on the word, but the three main ones are E, A, and E. But all of these sounds can easily be spelled differently in English, so why do we bother with spelling any words with EA? Well, back in late Middle English, around when spelling was first being standardized, EA made a completely unique sound, eh. Like the vowel in red, but pronounced longer. So the words seat, grate, and bread used to all be pronounced with the same vowel. Set, gret, bread. So what happened? Well, first off, the vowel shortened in some positions, typically before D or TH, like red mentioned earlier, but also head, threat, weather. But then English went through the great vowel shift, where a bunch of English vowels changed in pronunciation. So the EA sound went from to higher in the mouth. But apparently English just loves to mess with its vowels. A few hundred years ago, it went through another change, the meet-meet merger. This was where the vowel sound in meet, M-E-E-T, merged with the vowel sound in meat, M-E-A-T, which is why in modern English, there are pairs of words with the same vowel, like feet, feet, beat, beat, greet, great? In theory, the meet-meet merger should have affected all words with the EA vowel, but a handful of words managed to just barely dodge the merger. So early modern gret, steak, break would have been expected to sound like greet, steek, breek, but instead they dodged the merger, and instead merged with the long A sound instead, great steak break. And with that, the originally unique EA sound has been lost, merged with various other sounds in English as of a few hundred years ago, at least in most standard varieties of English. But in a few rural dialects of the British Isles, the meet-meet merger isn't yet complete, and the EA vowel is still different from the EE vowel. Unfortunately, this feature is considered rather archaic, and it's predicted that the meet-meet merger will become practically universal in just a few generations.